Innovation and versatility, today on Night of the Shield. Welcome back, Nation, to another episode of Night of the Shield. I'm Jason Smith, a.k.a. The Knight, and today we're going to be talking about innovation and versatility. And before we get started, I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who tuned in to the Patrick Graham video. It really means a lot that I could still entertain, if that's what you want to call it, and share my thoughts and perspectives and have you guys respond in such a great way. Once again, for those who are new here, I really encourage the comment section. I may not be able to respond to all the messages, but I most definitely read all of them. And I love the interaction. I love the feedback. And look, as long as you're respectful, let me know your true feelings. It doesn't bother me. I'm just one man with an opinion. I'm not always right, and I don't come on here to tell you how it is, just to kind of have fun, share my thoughts, create some new ideas, throw them out there in the nation and see how, they catch or how they stick. And that's what we're doing today, because in my personal opinion, it's all about innovation and versatility in the 2022 NFL season for our Las Vegas Raiders. Once again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you can be updated every time I drop another video. And if you've been here for a while, thank you and welcome back. And smash that like button. Let's continue to move up the algorithm. Let's have a fantastic 2022 season. I have a lot of plans, a lot of things, at least on paper, that I want to accomplish, and certain things that I want to do as this continues to grow as we move forward. So if you want to be a part of that, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and rip into this. All right. You've heard it from Josh McDaniels. You heard it from Dave Zeigler. I haven't heard from Champ Kelly, but I'm sure he's on board. That's the biggest thing we talked about Patrick Graham, is that he is not afraid to try different things. He will run a 4-3. He will run a 3-4. He'll run a 5-2. It doesn't matter. He's going to take the personnel that he has, and he's going to work with it. I watched a video over the weekend where it talked about Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels scheming against the Rams, and how they were able to find a way to put the Rams in their base defense like they wanted to, so they could exploit exactly what it is that they felt they could do to them with their personnel during the game. Okay, that was during the game. That's the kind of stuff that excites me about this regime. It's all about being innovative and being versatile. How many times have we heard Gus Bradley even say it last year? Oh, I put players in position to succeed. I'm not worried about what I'm going to make sure that they're playing in a position where they could succeed. And I'm not saying he didn't try to do that, because I felt like he did a really great job with Abram. Now, we know that Abram can't cover. That's a whole nother story, right? But the fact that he was willing to do that shows that, most coaches are going to say it, and most coaches are not trying to put these guys in bad positions. Come on, let's be real. But here are some guys, right, especially in Patrick Graham and in Josh McDaniels, that if you definitely look at the tape and when you look at the film, you'll see that. You'll see that. Andy, all right, if you guys ain't following Andy, he's from Raider Football Talk, young cat, man, but the guy knows his stuff. He broke down our game against the Giants last year, and it just goes to show how we'll still be running a 4-3. Everybody kind of pegged him as a 3-4 guy. He ran 4-3 a lot. He ran 4-3 a lot in those packages, so go check out that video. It was a great video. Also, continue to watch Sanjeet. Sanjeet, much love to you. Who else does it? Raid the Tape. He breaks down film. Raider, man, I can't remember his name, and he's amazing. Raider Films or whatever. He's fantastic. These guys help a guy like me understand what's kind of happening in front of me. For those who don't know, I'm legally blind. I do have some usable vision, but I am declared legally blind. So I got to find innovative ways myself to kind of catch what's going on the field and kind of break it down for myself. So these guys, these great YouTube creators help me do that. But anyway, great stuff if you want to see how innovative Patrick Graham will be. And I know I read the comment section. I know a lot of people were like, he hasn't done anything. Like, the Giants weren't that good. The Dolphins weren't that good. It depends on how you break that down. There's many different things you need to look at besides the total defensive ranking when it comes to looking at a coach. especially someone who hasn't been doing it that long, like Patrick Graham. Now, here's and I said this in the last video. I've always been a glass half full guy, but he hasn't had a lot of opportunity to be a defensive coordinator in this league yet. He hasn't found a place where he's been able to string together multiple years of bringing in personnel and really putting something together. And I'm hoping that he has that opportunity here, because I'm telling you, Patrick Graham has not hit his ceiling yet. And the fact that this guy is thinking outside the box makes him one of the best candidates for this job, at least in my book. And that's where my optimism comes from, right? I want to be innovative and I want to be versatile. Something that I've wanted for a long time for this organization, right? The great Al Davis had built the Raider way. He was the Raider way. Al's not here no more. And we saw in the later end of his life, rest the GOAT, rest the godfather of the Raider Nation, but it just wasn't working. You know, everything evolves, right? This league has evolved, and we need to adjust and adapt to the league, right? And I think that's what we're getting for the very first time. This organization is taking a step away from what we're used to. And trust me, change can be scary. But these guys not only are saying the right things for me, if you look at their track record, they've already backed it up. They've already shown that they're innovative and versatile. That's where my excitement comes from. If there was an area of concern, small concern at this point, would be, you know, how is a guy like Dave Zeigler, because we got Champ Kelly, so now you got two minds in one room, which I think is fantastic. But what is Dave Zeigler going to do with his very first opportunity to literally be the man? It is his show. You know, this is going to be his first test. You know, we focus so hard on Josh and his second return to head coaching and what he had to learn in Denver. You know, let's see how prepared and well-educated and what his philosophy is going to develop inside this Patriot Way base, Patriot Way concrete base that he's been raised up in. Not saying that it's a problem. I'm just kind of curious to see if he tries to tweak it or how his approach is going to be to everything. But it seems like he's on board with his coaching staff and the people that he's been working with. And again, I'm going to say the words for the last time, and I promise you I won't say it again. Innovation and versatility is the key for us taking the next step as an organization to finally have some relevancy in the NFL. That's where my optimism comes from, guys. It's not about that these guys are going to do it or they have done it, because we all know they have not got there yet on their own. But the fact that they're willing to take these risks and gambles and really do whatever it takes, because that's the key when it comes to those two words, and I promise you I wouldn't say them again. That's going to be the difference for me right now. I want some change. I want some aggressiveness. I want fresh minds, fresh approach to coaching and running an organization that can finally catch us up to everything. That's just where I'm at. That's what, you know, hey, I'm not saying we're Super Bowl champs. I'm not saying we're winning the division. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not even saying that these guys are going to be the best thing since sliced bread. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, for the very first time in a long time, I'm very optimistic that this team is going to catch up with the times and create something that we haven't seen in a very long time. That's all. That's all I got to say. Hey, continue to comment in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. As long as it's respectful, you know, I'm going to listen to it. There's some questions in that video, that last video, that I want to get to. I'll probably try to make some videos this week on. Wednesdays will be Wild West Wednesdays. We're going to start, hey, you got to know your enemy, right? So we're going to cover the whole AFC West, not in detail, but I'm going to separate Wednesdays to kind of talk about what they're up to and where they're at. And this Wednesday will probably just be the state of the AFC West and what my early thoughts are after finishing such an amazing season. It's just an amazing season. It was a fun season. A lot of good things happened, so we'll get into that. A lot of content coming your way. I got a lot of big plans. I hope you stick around for the ride. Once again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you can be updated every time I drop another video. And make sure you smash that like button. Let's continue to move up the algorithm, y'all. And until next time, stay Raider strong. Night.